In today's video, how do you cure your diabetes naturally? For today's video, we are going to concentrate on type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is mainly a lifestyle disease, however, it also has a genetic component. Type 2 diabetes coexists also with metabolic syndrome, which includes high blood pressure, high LDL cholesterol, high triglycerides, and obesity. The advice I am going to give you does not override that of your doctor treating you, but has to be used in conjunction with your ongoing treatment. Is it possible to cure diabetes naturally? Of course it is. There are numerous amount of people who have done it successfully. The younger you are, the greater your chances of success. As with anything, you have to work at it and give it time. Do watch this video till the end because I am going to tell you how you can incorporate your favorite sweets into your diet. I am Dr. Rohan Fonseca. Through this channel, I would like to inspire you to get healthier and fitter. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get this started. The pancreas secretes insulin when you ingest food. The food you ingest is made up of macronutrients, mainly proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. The carbohydrate is absorbed through the intestine and circulates in the blood in the form of glucose, also known as blood sugars. The insulin facilitates the uptake of this glucose into your cells for energy and storage. When you are diabetic, the cells of your body become insulin resistant, meaning the cells of your body do not react well to insulin. This means that the glucose remains circulating in your bloodstream. And if this happens over a prolonged period of time, it leads to a lot of complications, including kidney damage, eye damage, and lower limb amputations. One of the main causes for increased insulin resistance is obesity. You have a lot of fat around your abdomen. This fat is known as visceral fat. This is thick, dense fat which deposits around your internal organs and contributes greatly to insulin resistance. So when you want to cure your diabetes, it is but obvious that you should be targeting to lower your body weight. However, remember it will take time and you will need to make a lifestyle change. And change requires time for you to adapt. Center your meals around a good source of protein. Protein is one of the most important macronutrients. It is responsible for building new cells, repairing your old ones right from the level of your DNA. Eat more fiber, eat more vegetables. Vegetables are low in calories and have a low glycemic index. They are also a great source of vitamins and minerals. Glycemic index is a measure of how much food spikes your blood sugar. The glycemic index of pure sugar being 100. Keep complex carbohydrates like rice, bread and pasta to a minimum. Here you would ask me, is brown rice better than white? Is brown bread better than white flour? Yes, it is. However, in practice, it is pointless to bother about a couple of grams of fiber here and there. So keep this food group to a bare minimum. Limit the intake of deep fried and oily foods. These foods add up quickly to your daily caloric intake. Also avoid processed foods entirely. Drink lots of water. Your body is made up of 70% of water. It is only fair that you replenish its stores on a regular basis. Also, water is a great tool in hunger management. Our mind very often confuses thirst and hunger. So we tend to reach out sometimes for food instead of going for a glass of water. Snack on fruit. You would argue that fruit is high in the glycemic index, which is true for some fruits. However, would you not think it would be better to snack on a fruit than on a bag of chips? Remember, you're trying to build a lifestyle and we do not have enough time to waste on minutiae. You could also incorporate calorie limiting protocols like intermittent fasting into your lifestyle. However, please do contact your doctor first so that your medications can be adjusted accordingly. I will soon be telling you on how you can include your favorite chocolate into your diet. So stick around. Go for a regular walk. Walking is a great form of activity and can be done by anybody on their 2 feet. Start by going for a walk for at least half an hour every day. Start out at a leisurely pace and build your pace over time. Once your walk becomes a habit, look to incorporate some kind of resistance training into your day. Do consult your doctor though first for his green signal. It is proven that resistance training greatly improves the insulin sensitivity of your cells. Very often you crave for a particular dessert. This is like the story of the forbidden fruit. You crave for something you cannot have. Unfortunately, over time, you are going to give in and you are going to end up eating a ton of chocolate if that is your thing. I would advise you to have a small piece of chocolate whenever your cravings hit in. But it is important that you do this only after a fiber-rich meal. Remember, you can do this only after you have a lot of vegetables in your meal. Regular chocolate, dark chocolate, it does not matter. Sugar-free chocolate is even better. However, you will still keep it down to a small piece, as it is very caloric dense because of its high fat content. While doing this, do not forget to track your progress. Track your body weight on a regular basis. Test your blood sugar levels on a regular basis and also do your glycosylated hemoglobin once in 3 months. For your convenience, I will leave a link with a downloadable requisition slip down in the description. I hope this video has provided you with some value. Wishing you all the best on your journey. Please do subscribe for more helpful content like this. Like this video if you have subscribed already. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Until then, signing out, Dr. Rohan Fonseca.